Is your name Wi-Fi? Yes? No? Because I'm feeling a connection.
On my first TikTok dating video, I said if this video hits 100,000 views, I would do a part 2. I genuinely thought that it was only gonna get something like 2,000 views, but you guys did it. You like me. You really, you really like me. So now you get your part 2, motherfuckers. I have been saving up the TikToks for the past month and a half. Every time I see a good one, I just really quickly save it. I don't want to watch too much because I want to really react in the moment to these things. You may have seen some you may have not, but I'd like to get into it. But before we do, I started a Discord server last week, and I only advertised it on my Instagram stories, and there's already hundreds of people there, and I am kind of blown away at how many people are really interested in discussing dating and social skills and charm and relationships as much as I do. So it's really great. I have literally created a little tribe for myself in this Discord. If you'd like to join, if you are interested in the worldwide advancement of charm and relationships, well then please join Anthony's research laboratory for the worldwide advancement of charm and relationships. I hope to see you in there, and I have a lot in store planned for that thing, so I really am excited to see how it evolves over these next coming weeks. But I know what you're really here for. Some little TikTok videos. Let's get into it.
Hey, Obama.
What's up, Donald?
She looks tremendously cute, frankly.
Oh, she does, dude. You should say something.
No, we're not going to do that. We looked into it quite a lot. It's not something we're going to do.
Well, Brory is...
This guy has the best Trump impressions in the entire world. He has a great Obama impression, but his Trump impressions are like, it's almost like he was one of the secret love childs that Trump made that nobody knows about. How does he know Trump so incredibly well? His reactions and his insecurities, and he expresses that so perfect.
Scared?
No, we've never been scared of anything, probably in the history of things, which is tremendous.
Well, then say hi, dude.
Well, then say hi, dude. Yeah, okay, why don't you say hi?
I'm married.
Okay.
But this is really true when it comes to two friends that are egging each other on to go talk to a girl, and the reactions, how you make excuses for not doing it. Oh no, I don't really care. I don't care about talking to her. And it's funny to see how he does that with a Trump impression, because it almost really is like Trump would be doing this in real life.
Bro, go say hi.
Okay, well, say hi. It's no problem until we're going to walk right back and sit down, because we're not scared at all. We're just sitting. That's what we want.
Just do...
Oh, you don't know how many times in my early life I have tried approaching girls at bars, clubs, beaches, parks, wherever. And you start walking up, and then as soon as you get close to them, you just want to turn around. And Trump was verbalizing the thoughts. We're gonna walk up and now we're gonna turn around because we like sitting. Oh, this brings back so many memories of the fear of wanting to do something so bad, but not being able to. Physically, it feels like walking off a cliff. It feels like you're like, I'm about to walk off this cliff right now. I'm not. And I'm glad I have taught my brain to get over that and really become a lot more at ease when meeting strangers. And there's a lot of different ways that I've taught myself to do that, and I teach my clients and my students on how to do that where they don't feel the fear anymore. But this brings back a ton of memories.
Do it, bro!
Okay, fine. We'll do it. Excuse me. Well, I was wondering if perhaps maybe you wanted to China. Excuse me.
Oh God, there's just way too much to unpack there. His expressions and how he knows how Trump uses certain phrases and certain words to mask his insecurity and things is just magical. And then also, like, how cool Obama was in that situation. It's so real to life. Like, you could see Obama truly reacting in that way if a friend wanted to go approach somebody. Go do it, bro. That kid is amazing because he's probably, I don't know. I'm too old to know ages anymore. What is he, like 13 or something like that? 12, 10? And he sees how how plainly idiotic it is for a guy to be so overbearing, protective, and just like angry for no reason. Basically, he's looking at somebody with a full freaking gallon of testosterone in him and just like laughing. Like, what are you doing, dude? Funnily enough, this dude is probably, this little guy is probably gonna get older and experience that same rush of testosterone that he's never felt before in early 20s. But eventually what happens is as you get older, you still feel that testosterone, you just know how to control it. You become more emotionally stable and you don't actually value these testosterone outbursts that people in their late teens and early 20s experience. Anyway, let's move on. That was hilarious.
Yeah, got me. Perfect. All right, get up.
I am the king of this house. Whatever I say, you do. Understand? That's what I thought.
That was just magical. This guy thought of an opportunity, of a way to get back, to give all the pent-up aggression that he's felt at his girlfriend or wife for being held back and told what to do for so many years. And finally, TikTok has given him that opportunity. Genius.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna give you some pro tips on how you can compliment your wife. Look for her best features and then compliment them and accent them. So my wife is Maltese descent, so I like her big, beautiful Maltese nose. And another pro tip is find features that you can compare to animals. Like your hair is like a horse's mane or like a show poodle. It's amazing.
I love how he doesn't crack a smile or crack a laugh that entire time. That must take some pretty strong composure, buddy.
Hey.
Fuck off.
You got it.
I know how that feels. Basically what that is the biggest fear that a guy could ever experience, which is pretty sad considering that women have much more to be scared of when it comes to dating. But again, we don't think about that in the moment because when we are going up to a woman, it literally feels like walking off a cliff. So our biggest fear is a girl is just gonna say, get the fuck out of here. And even when we do approach, and she may not say fuck off, but it's just that body language she gives, that looking up and going, what are you, or the weird face, like, this is awkward, like one of those. I've experienced that so many times in the past that eventually I realize what's really happening is she's just uncomfortable with the situation itself. She's not hating you or thinking you're a horrible person. She doesn't know who you are. And I had to learn that over the years. Basically what you do is you just don't let it faze you. It's not like you're ignoring it and acting like it's not there, because then she's seeing that you're not noticing her social cues. You can react to them in very small micro expressions, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that you're allowing that reaction to faze you. What is this communicating to a woman or anybody that you interact with for the first time? It's showing that you are so used to getting a positive reaction from somebody that it doesn't matter how somebody acts towards you, because you know that eventually that person is going to connect with you. When that person sees that in you, going, man, this guy is probably just used to interacting so positively with people that he doesn't even get fazed by little weird negative micro expressions that I'm making. that means that he's probably a likable person, so I'm gonna change my vibe to be more connecting, to be more engaging, to be more friendly. And that's what eventually does happen. So in a nutshell, what is the lesson here? Do not be fazed by any initial bad reactions, because those are not really directed at you. They're directed at the situation themselves. Once she realizes you are different from everybody else, in other words, that you're not going to be this douchebag, this manipulative guy, that you actually just want to connect, make friends, potentially see something grow from there, then she'll react more positively. Listen, this is not gonna happen 100% of the time, but generally this is how it works. Moving on. This is wild, and it really does show what a really good haircut can do. Luckily, this guy already knows how to style his hair in a way that looks like $1 million, right? But if you've seen my Timothée Chalamet Classic Charm video, which you could click on and watch right now, by the way, I talk about how these improvements in your looks can change so much about how you come off to people. One of the things that I mention is to get a $100 haircut. Oh my God, you better see the people in the comments talking about how that's the most ridiculous idea in the world. Meanwhile, these are probably the same kids that are spending a ton of money on a Supreme t-shirt or a pair of vintage Air Jordans. And they don't see the difference. These are the people that are spending hundreds of dollars on video games or a video game chair or whatever it is. Now, I am probably the person that is least interested in talking about how good you need to look in order to be able to connect with people. I know firsthand that I do not need to be good looking or come off real like hot in order to get people attracted to me, to connect with people. And I know that, but I also know that it really helps. It honestly just does. There's really nothing more to it. Having a really great haircut, dressing in a way that you really like is going to help you. It's not the end all be all. It will do nothing if there's nothing inside here, if there's no charm, if there's no personality, if there's no social skills, if there's no ability to connect with anybody. If that's not there, then the facade is nothing to women, to other people. But I would say it's kind of like the cherry on top, right? You get this nice ice cream, you get this nice banana split. It's like, oh, it's really nice. It looks really good. I want to eat it. But you put that cherry on top, you go, mwah, it's perfecto, my babies.
Is your name Wi-Fi? Yes? No? Because I'm feeling a connection.
I just love how confident he was at throwing a banana at somebody's face and then say that he's feeling a connection. World's best pickup line? Girls, please tell me in the comments.
I love being a man right now. The bar has never been lower. It's fantastic. I was with a girl the other night in my apartment, and she said, I don't think that we should have sex. I said, oh, that's fine. She goes, wow, you're a great guy. That's all it takes? I'm pretty sure the alternative is a felony, so... I don't know if I'm a great guy.
In a way, that's really actually true.
You know, it'd be super nice if a guy choked me and then finished the job. Be a man and kill me. Finish the job.
All right, what about this?
Yeah, keep
How
going.
about instead of getting a ring, you just build a fucking school in a third world country and name it after your fucking fiance?
What are you dating, Oprah?
Dude, I've suggested this and every girl looks at me like, shut the fuck up, dude.
You know what you should do? You should do it without asking her and then present it and then film her as she tries not to freak out. Because she knows she's going to look like such an asshole If she's like a fucking school.
Dude, wow, I just thought of it. This is what you do. You build the school. You go on vacation to the school. And you get there and it's named after her and you go, this is what I got you instead of a ring. You see her reaction and then you actually give her a ring too.
This is genius, and I actually like the final idea of getting her a ring and a school, but let's throw that out for right now. It gives me a good opportunity to talk about this whole getting somebody like a $10,000 or however much money ring for somebody as a showing of your love for the person when you get married. I genuinely hope this goes away. Why? Not because I don't care about marriage and I don't care about, showing my love through gifts and stuff like that. I do. But come on, it's ridiculous. Like, you know it. Come on, it's stupid. I wish it never existed in the first place. It's just like such a first world country thing that is so ridiculous. Like when you think about the difference in classes and think about third world countries and how bad their lives are, and then think about the fact that people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars on this little tiny thing, and that is supposed to show how much you love a person. It just really makes no sense to me. And in my opinion, I think it would be just so much more valuable to, yes, do something for that person, create some sort of value in the world, in that person that you love's name. I actually think it really is genius. And I just think that there's so many traditions that our grandparents and parents and great grandparents have done in the past that necessarily aren't that smart, and things that we should really do away with. Why can't we do away with certain things that are just kind of dumb? There's certain traditions that I think are awesome and that are great, but that doesn't mean that we need to follow all of them. And when we just look at something rationally, it just seems so obvious how silly this is. So I'm interested, what do you guys think? Boys, gals, tell me in the comments. Do you think that we should get rid of this whole super expensive diamond ring thing when you get married to somebody, when you propose? Is it dumb, or is it something that's so beautiful and romantic and you don't want to do away with that tradition? Let me know in the comments.
So like, if I show her that, do you think that I'll get some puss?
I know this is like a joke video, but the way I have taught myself to see relationships, yeah, I really do think that he could get some puss with these skills. Why? Because he should be looking for girls that are into Star Wars, that are into martial arts, that are into cool moves like that. That's who he should be looking for. And I have seen so much in terms of relationship building and dating, an attraction, that it really does not have as much to do with how cool you are as much as it does with finding the right people. If you do the work and find your tribe and you give value to those people, you will be seen as an attractive person in their eyes. Why? Because you guys share like-minded values, morals, interests. So why not? The funny thing is, so many people believe what is attractive, what is deemed as attractive, is really limited to this one sort of person, the people that you see on TV and movies. But there's so many cultures and subcultures that find attraction in different areas, which is why it's so funny to see people like the red pill community saying like, all women like this, all guys want this, so do this. It makes zero sense whatsoever, because attraction is built differently in different cultures. If you find your culture, you will be seen as attractive based on the rules of that community. And it's most likely going to be your own rules as well.
Seeing how quick your girlfriend will respond to a terrible message.
So when can I see you again, Shay?
Why don't you give me a call and say about 10 years?
5,
7,
6.
Okay, it's a date.
The funny thing is, I watched this movie. This was a big movie back when I was a kid, Blank Check. It's awesome if you haven't seen it. I recommend it. Maybe it's on Disney Plus, actually. As a kid watching this was like, yeah, he just negotiated her down to a couple less years than he thought he was gonna have to wait. And now as an adult, I see how ridiculous this is. But this movie was made for kids, so we're not thinking about the whole fact that this is pedophilia, statutory rape. We're seeing a little boy that just had made a girlfriend. He just got a girlfriend right there. And all he has to do is just wait a couple more years. The funny thing is, he's probably, let's say, what, 12 in this movie? And how long? He has to wait 6 years. Let's say 12 plus 6. Yeah, that's 18. That just about works. But let's say she's 25 right here. That's 6 years. So, yeah, I guess it works. But it's just so weird. Let's see what happens now.
It's a date.
I completely forgot about that part. She just kissed that little boy. That was not her nephew, her son. I mean, it really doesn't matter who it was. That was an explicitly romantic smooch with a little boy. What the hell is happening? But the funny thing is, again, when I was a child, I would see that and it was like, yeah, he got that girl. That was pretty cool. I'm not even gonna touch this, but girls and guys, tell me what you think in the comments about who has the advantage in dating and relationships. Is it men? Is it women? Let me know.
Maria's on Tinder.
I'm not.
Maria's on Tinder.
Are you kidding me again?
Maria,
Maria's a word.
That was her mother and her father calling the daughter a whore. This family must be so incredibly tight-knit and close and be such good friends with each other and have such a high level for teasing and a sense of humor that it's ridiculous. Unlike anything I've ever seen. The mom stuck her head in and was calling her daughter a whore on camera. And the funniest part about it is that she was just playing words with friends. Anyway.
This is how you get your boyfriend not to go out with his friends. The opposite. Always do the opposite. Babe!
What?
Come here!
What? I'm getting ready.
Where you going?
I'm about to go out with my boys. Ooh, you looking so good right now, girl.
Oh my god. Say hi to the camera.
What's up, what's up?
But, okay. Well, where you going? Where?
I love just how naturally confident extroverts are on camera. Like, this girl is just so naturally herself and confident right now, and it's just like making me kind of anxious. Like, do you know how hard it is for me to go in front of the camera? It's weird. I'm an engager, I'm not a performer.
I'm about to just, I don't know, hang out with my boys.
Okay.
Go for a ride, whatever.
Alright, have fun. Have fun.
What do you mean? Have fun?
Do you need money?
No.
Okay. Have fun. Call me whenever you're done.
Is this do you not care?
No, it's fun. No, I'm serious. Have fun. Go.
Dude,
what are you still doing here?
Why do you want me gone?
Go. You're good. Go out with your friends. This is not a prank.
I'm not going anywhere. Fuck that.
I kind of feel like this was staged, but even if not, the only reason why he's seeing it as a weird thing is probably because she usually has a problem with him going out with his friends. It's only weird to him, it's only strange to him because he sees it as an unusual thing. If she was normally okay with him going out with his friends, he probably wouldn't blink an eye to what she did right here. It's funny and you could see it as like a cool trick to do to your significant other, but why not just be open and accepting about what your girlfriend or boyfriend want to do in the first place?
Is there something you want to tell me?
No. What? About what?
Is there something you want to tell me?
You look very good today.
Anything else?
There's one protein bar left. You had the entire package of them, and you're not getting the last one too. I'm serious. No, I get one.
Did you order the protein
Yes, and this is the last one. You ate the entire box. Why are you recording? You're still not getting it.
So this to me totally wasn't staged. It seemed like a supernatural reaction. And it's so funny because it almost was like she didn't realize that he actually was hiding something from her. To me, this is kind of a cool trick. I kind of want to try this on you know who.
You know what's a big guilty pleasure of mine right now? There is this whole category of dudes who are using this sound that's like, sup, bruh, I'm the alpha. And they're lifting up the shirts being like, sup, bruh, I'm the alpha. And then there's this whole other delicious category of dudes who are like, if you have to use this sound and be like, sup, bruh, I'm the alpha, you're not the alpha, you're the beta, because an alpha doesn't have to tell the world that it's an alpha, it's just an alpha, and I'm an alpha. I know. It's so cute. They don't realize that an alpha would just go bloop, 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 and scroll right past that shit and carry on with their day. You're right. A lion doesn't have to tell the world that it's a lion. It just is a lion. And you know what you are? You are a beta fish. And it's so cute.
This couldn't be more true. And this is something that I try to teach to my clients so often. First of all, the whole idea of masculinity. Girls don't care about masculinity. It's not attractive to them. I'm sorry, it just isn't. Charm is attractive to everybody. Masculinity, the only people that care about masculinity are men. That's it. The only people that you see commenting about how to be masculine and showing off their masculinity are men. Girls are not swooning at guys, how you doing? They're just not. Now, this isn't like some moral thing to me about like, what you should be like. This is years and years of me really trying to figure stuff out and coming to conclusions and experimenting with so much and seeing that coming off macho, coming off alpha, working so hard to be alpha, it does nothing except for attract other guys, yes. But for women, they just don't care. It just doesn't matter to them. It's not something that actually turns them on. I talk about this a lot, and this channel is about all of the other stuff that is attractive to people, for men and for women. Charm is universal. It's co-ed. It works with women and it works with men. Why? Is because charm is just social skills. That's all it is. It's just a mixture of special social skills that when put together in one recipe, in one pot, stirred around, comes out with a very attractive, confident, charming person. In fact, I studied this topic of charm so much that I'm gonna be putting out a book called The 9 Marks of Charm as soon as I can. I'm pushing it out to literary agents as we speak.
Dark Tics Part 3. All right, so for a lot of you guys who don't know, dark tics are things that you do subconsciously to show others that you are low status. Breaking rapport. Now, there's 3 different ways that you can talk. You can talk building rapport, monotone, and breaking rapport. Building rapport is what a lot of people do in customer service. So if you're in a customer service field, I totally get it. But when you're talking to somebody where that is unnecessary, do not talk like that. All right, it sounds like this. Hey, how's it going? Oh my God, that's so interesting. Hey, that has a little lilt up at the very end. Now monotone. Monotone sounds like this. Hey, that's very interesting. Wow, that's super cool. Monotone, the one that you guys want to be doing. Breaking rapport. Breaking rapport shows that I am take it or leave it. And this means that you are probably going to be super authentic with whoever you're talking to. I've been doing breaking rapport tonality this entire time. All right, it goes like this. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? How's your day going? That's really interesting. Goes down at the end. Hey.
I think everybody already knows what I'm gonna say about this. I'm gonna make this the last one for today. I just want to end on a high note or a low note or whatever the hell you want to call it. First of all, the funny thing about it is just from watching that guy, I didn't get any alpha, macho, strong, controlling vibes from him. And he thought he was doing it the entire time, which just kind of disproves his whole point. Please, please do not ever focus on breaking rapport or whatever the hell he's talking about, because it has nothing to do with charm, social skills, or attraction whatsoever. Second of all, your confidence, your attractiveness, and your breaking rapport, or whatever he's talking about right there, is never going to come from practicing it on an external level. Why? Well, he's a perfect example. I could see that this dude is a little bitch on the inside. Whatever type of breaking rapport he was trying on the outside just wasn't working. It wasn't coming off, right? I saw the inconsistency in the external on him and the internal in him. If you truly want to come off confident, you must build it from the inside. I talk about building this inside confidence, happiness, and attractiveness in my free audiobook called Iconic: Learning from the Greats. In it, I teach you the only 3 things that you need to focus on in becoming the most alpha male possible. Well, you never have to think about breaking rapport ever again because it's just natural to you, bro. This is the problem with the social skills world, the confidence world, the self-help world. You don't know if what the person's saying is right or wrong. There's no regulation. There's no school that anybody goes to teach this stuff. So if he read this in a book, he goes, oh, that's really cool. Or he saw this on a video, he goes, oh man, that's awesome. And he goes, I'm gonna use this and tell people about this. And it just keeps getting passed down and nothing actually changes, but you at least feel as though you're changing because you're almost yelling at people when you talk to them, or you just have this monotone, hey, how you doing? Voice when you're talking to people. It makes no sense. What is attractive? I'll just be very, very, very simple with it. Expressing yourself is attractive. You can't fully express yourself when you are limiting your expression. How confident is that? That you are literally suffocating your expression to people. You are literally limiting yourself with what you want to say. How truly confident does that sound to you? Doesn't sound very confident to me. I want to break rapport. I want to be monotone. I want to go up in my voice. I want to go circles in my voice. I want to go on little journeys with my voice. Whatever it is. Hi, how's everybody doing? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. How? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to express because I know that a truly attractive person utilizes their full emotions when they express themselves to people. Why is that a confident thing? Because I'm not hiding anything. I'm not suffocating myself, limiting myself in hopes that somebody is going to be more impressed with me. In fact, I don't give a schnikes about who is impressed with me. That's not what my goal is for building relationships with people. In fact, I don't care what anybody thinks with me when it comes to building relationships until we actually have a relationship. And then I do care what you think of me as a person. But when I'm building a relationship, when I'm meeting somebody for the first time and from then on, I don't care about that. All I care about is how much I like you, what I think of you, what I think of your values, how much you express yourself. I want to know how positive you are. I want to know how present in the moment you are. I want to know how purposeful you are. And I want to know how healthy you are with your body. I want to know how much you care about your own living body, because that tells me how much you care about life and living it as long as possible. And that to me is true confidence, because if you are happy living on this planet, you want to live as long as you possibly can. You want to know what's confident? And I'm going to make it really simple for you. Happiness is confident. That's it. Happiness is confident. Don't think about anything else. If you are happy, you are confident. End of it. That doesn't mean act happy. That doesn't mean show this happy demeanor at all times. No. Are you happy despite bad things going on, despite negative emotions you might feel? Are you happy beneath all of it? This is the only thing that I focus on, is my happiness, right? Now, how to get to my happiness, that's something else. And that's, again, what I talk about in the free audiobook, Iconic: And there's only really 3 things that bring you there. It's presence, it's purpose, and it's health. And I explain exactly how to bring those to the highest level in your life so you can truly say to yourself at the end of the day, yeah, I am happy. I actually feel it. It's true. Again, there's really nothing else to be said about confidence. I could talk about it all day, but if you really want to nutshell it, how happy are you? That's it for today, everybody. If you liked this video, again, let's get this to a part 3. Another 100,000 views, and I'm gonna bring it to a TikTok videos part 3. Aside from that, have you joined the Discord server yet? I just set it up. I'm so excited to see how much engagement there already is in there about discussing your confidence, your happiness, your social skills, your charm, and your ability to build strong relationships with people. That's all I care to talk about. And so that's why I created this. I want to talk about it with everybody else. I'll see you in there. And here's another video right now.